ready?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh!
Woof.
Viewer beware. You're in for a scare.
Yeah, you have no idea how accurate that is.
That is, yes.
Welcome, everybody, back to a brand new Late to the Murder Party. We are, of course, continuing with the month of terror. Mwahahaha.
Wow.
And we are continuing our story of... God damn it! What the fuck is up with the warrants?
Yep.
I am your hostess, the Mistress Ookami, and on my shoulder here, giving as much support as she possibly can, is the lovely Graveturtle.
We're almost done! We're almost done!
Oh yeah, we are. We are. With us also is the awesome Wolfman Roy.
Fuck this film. Fuck it with a thorn-encrusted hole.
I think that's the nicest way to put it.
And fuck Michael Scarni. Not Michael Scarni. Not Michael Chavez.
Okay.
Fuck Michael Chavez. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him hard.
And finally, we also have the chaotic Doc himself.
Yeah, folks, this is gonna be one of those ones where we scream fuck for about an hour and a half. Be forewarned.
I hope you like how short our previous one was. Because this is not gonna be short! I have noticed a bit of a pattern when it comes to our content creation. Unless it's something we absolutely fucking adore, things we like tend to be short. Or things that were just boring tend to be short, or episodes that don't actually reach the public because we give up halfway through a recording. Yes, I have actually done this. But the things that we hate with the flaming passions of hell. Oh, I seen those episodes go long. So if you like that kind of content, strap in.
Buckle up, Buttercup.
This one's for you, hun. We are now at 2021. The second worst year. In a row. With Conjuring 3. The The devil made me do it. Take it away with the description, Roy.
Conjuring, the devil made me do it. Out of 2021 at $1.52. Directed by the guy who did Legend in La Llorona, Michael Chavez. Fuck Michael Chavez. Written by David Leslie Johnson McGoldrick. Chad Hayes with the assist by James Wan. Starring Patrick Wilson, Vera Farmiga as Superwoman Lorraine Warren, Rani O'Connor, Sarah Catherine Hook, Julian Hillard, John Noble. I'm sorry, John. I know you needed to buy the car, but come on.
Yeah.
Eugenia Bondron, Shannon Cook, Ronnie Jean Belvins, Keith Arthur Bolden, Stephen Coltier, and a cast of thousands. Arnie Cheyenne Johnson stabs and murders his landlord, claiming to be under demonic possession, while Ed and Lorraine Warren investigate the case and try to prove his innocence. And finding out there is man-made demonicism in our midst. Fuck this movie. Go on. Would you like me to go on with the case, or shall you?
You go. I need to gather my thoughts real quick.
Okay, this is a fucking real case, folks.
I was
Arnie.
I will add in. I was aware of this case. So when the movie's trailer dropped, I had not heard hide nor hair of what Conjuring 3 was going to be. I didn't know. I wasn't paying attention to this franchise. I get a trailer randomly on YouTube. And I'm like, okay, so this is some kind of horror film. It seems like a bit of a period piece. I think it's taking place in the 80s. And then when I realized that it was Conjuring 3, I'm like, what? And then they're like, oh, the devil made me... No! This was a real case. I knew of this. And I immediately was like, fuck you. Fuck any... no. Well, before I say that, Grave, did you see this one in a theater?
I did not.
Okay. Fuck anyone who gave this the money in the theater.
Yeah. Well,
The only
if you
okay
didn't know anything
under a certain age.
under a certain age.
Under a certain age. If you were unaware of this case, fine. But if you knew, if you fucking knew, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you for supporting this shit. Proceed, Roy. I'm too angry right now.
Yeah, no, it started with trying to get a demon out of a child from the Glatzel family. They petitioned multiple times to the Catholic Church for an exorcism. Church said, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And then they proceeded with the exorcism. And then, from what we can get from the account of the Warrens, the demon that was in the small Glatzel child went into, what's her name? Debbie Glatzel, the child's big sister's boyfriend, Arnie Johnson. All right? So, go on, like, I think, maybe what, 6 months later? I'm trying to think. Yeah, 6 months later.
That seems to be what they were implying. It was like 6 months later.
Johnson reports in sick for some reason. He meets his he calls off sick just to hang out with his girlfriend Debbie Gleason. She runs the kennel with her landlord. What's his name? Fuck.
He doesn't last long in the movie.
No, and they do him dirty. What it is the guy who owns the kennel also owns the bar. They had lunch at the bar. They got a little inebriated, and then someone decided to get stabby. All of a sudden.
Yeah.
Stabs Bono repeatedly with a pocket knife. And then he just walks off into the sunset. Shocked at what he did. Cops get him. It's like, I didn't know what happened. The devil made me do it. So we're trying to get a guy, most likely getting murdered too, off because he believes he was possessed by a demon. And of course, the Warrens had to inject themselves in there. They wanted to get themselves into something big. And this was their big cash cow. The warning signs were there too. I remember a case when I was reading their case books where Ed and Lorraine talked to a Columbo type detective over in LA about a woman who was taken from her job and was found like raped and murdered in a quarry. I think I told you this one multiple times. Lorraine saw a Mexican man heavily drunk on mezcal somehow overpowering this woman, and they get picked up by two of her friends, also heavily drunk on mezcal, driving on LA freeways, and then they decide to light up big splits of marijuana and smoke while they take turns raping her. Okay, so if anyone's drunk a heavy amount of tequila and mezcal, you are fucked to the world if you have a bottle. Speaking as an alcoholic. That shit paralyzes you. Or makes you go slow motion.
Yeah.
Oh, baby strong.
Yeah.
When you're in tequila, man. Let me tell you. And then you're smoking marijuana, you're just making yourself more weaker. And then you're properly... And no one sees you driving erratically on an LA freeway? Get the fuck out of here. But they've been wanting to inject themselves into a major case ever since, I'm going to say, 1975, 76. They get their comeuppance here. Right here.
Got their big break.
So, to spoiler it all, they get him down to manslaughter. And he serves what? I think 7 years?
They said 5.
5?
They said 5
Okay.
years. Married his girlfriend while he was in prison. And he got out and he's been living with her happily ever since.
That's it. But this guy is pretty much an alkie. A mad alkie. Not an evil alkie. I don't want to do that, but an angry alkie.
Yeah.
He's had a history of being an angry alkie. His friends say he was an angry alkie. No, he's got demonic possession. Fuck you. Fuck you for putting yourself in this, and fuck you for trying to say it's a demon.
Yeah. Yep.
Fuck you. Anyways, take it over.
Grave, Doc, feel free to chime in.
Yeah. Because I am going to go ham on this thing.
Yeah. I'm about to lose my shit later.
Okay, so even if, like, say, you know nothing about the real event or what happened, this is still a terrible movie.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
still an absolutely terrible movie. The
Yep.
way they tell the story is wonky. Nobody has the characters are dumb.
Yep.
And even like the well-established characters, like, you know, the Warrens, aren't. The storytelling isn't good.
No,
No.
no, it
The
is not.
the characters aren't good, and you know the antagonist, because they blame everything on like a Satanist in this film and go on this mission to find and stop the Satanist, and oh, look at all these arts and crafts we've been finding under people's houses.
Yeah, the fetishes. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Honestly, I'd be more concerned with the rat problem they had under the house, because man, you know, the animal department just like let loose like 30 rats under there. Well kept, really cute little rats, but rats, 30 of them underneath that house.
Ed and Lorraine find a new fetish. I don't need to know this.
Well, clearly because they're inserting themselves into all these other people's homes.
Oh
Anyways,
my god. Lorraine closes her eyes and views it all. Ed sits back in a closet, watching it all. Sometimes sitting, sometimes standing. Almost always dressed as Superman. I can't.
Anyway.
I fucking can't.
Bringing it back to like how bad this movie is, because we don't need to think on that anymore.
No, I don't need that. I apologize to everyone for doing that.
Also, I gotta mention Lorraine Warren, action hero.
Yeah.
You see how big Lorraine Warren is?
Yeah, I don't
She's
understand.
Like 5'3", 125 pounds soaking wet.
Yeah. And yet,
Lorraine Warren, action hero.
trying to
Yeah,
tip
so
over a
most
stone
of the
table.
most of the movie is about them like running around trying to track down the Satanist who's putting all these fetishes in people's houses, and you know they connect with another police department who had found one of those things. Lorraine does her psychic thing and says helps them with another case, which of course means dead lesbians. And
lesbians, lesbianics.
Because, you know, they obviously needed to put that into the movie.
Yeah, that was shoehorned the fuck in.
Yeah, it was.
And then, like, when they finally track down, like, who the Satanist is, they have no motivation.
Yeah.
They're doing it just because, I'm going to do evil because evil. Not for, you know, I've said this before, demons, whatever. They want human souls as snackies. Nom, nom, nom. But the humans need to have, you know, at least some kind of motivation. Why did they go through all the trouble of, you know, animal bones, arts and crafts? Is it money, power, revenge?
Oh,
they not even
real quick, Rave. Spoiler section ahead. Let's just get that out of the way.
Yeah, spoilers.
Because I guessed the ending. I fucking guessed what the twist was. And I was like, there's no way. That's too stupid. That couldn't be real. An hour later.
This movie does not deserve a spoiler section.
You're right.
No, it doesn't.
But I do try to work on a decorum here. Okay, so I try.
I got like, did it have something to do with like the father wanting some type of resurrection?
Oh, okay, so like the father of the Satanist, you know, basically collects demonic things and locks them away so that can't be used, doesn't destroy them, doesn't, even put them under lock and key or anything. He just hides them all in his basement.
Former priest, by the way.
Yes.
And, obviously, just being in close proximity to demonic things has made his daughter, a Satanist.
Because the fucking twist. The moral of the fucking story here. Daddy issues.
Yeah.
And that they don't even go into why there might be daddy issues or anything. They just be like, this person was in close proximity to the person who we want to say was hiding all this demonic stuff to keep it off the streets. And obviously, child became Satanist because reasons.
Yep.
And that's all the movie does. It, because the Satanist character is not developed at all.
No, they're just there.
She just pops up at the end to chase Lorraine around the basement, and that's it.
And then get twisted into a pretzel. Like, that's really all it is.
Oh, and pocket dust.
Pocket sand.
Pocket sand.
This is the third time we have seen Ed get fucking blinded. What the shit?
Right? Ed's eyes are not what they used to be after this.
Or at least the second. Because I don't think he got blinded in the first one?
I don't know.
No, he got blinded in the second one. But, like, the whole thing of that, like, basically every time he goes into a basement, he either... bad shit happens, and he possibly gets blinded. Like, this keeps happening. Ed, stop going into basements.
Or at least wear eye protection.
Also, filmmakers, stop filming with lens cap on.
Oh my god!
Stop. Dogma 95 was a fad. Alright? A fad.
Yeah.
Give us more artificial light, please. Thank you.
Like, the only other positive that I didn't say about our previous film is that of all of them, of all the Annabelles, of the nuns, of the continuations to the Conjuring, the lighting in Annabelle Comes Home was better than this.
Mm-hmm.
I could at least fucking see what was happening. For the most part. There were still moments where I'm like, what? But this had entire scenes where I'm like, what's happening? There's a shape?
I mean,
There's a shape? I can't tell.
There were some scenes that were basically pitch black.
Yeah, I was like, is that to quote JonTron, because we fucking love to do that. Is there somebody in my bathroom? Is there someone in my bathroom? I can't. I think I see an outline. I think I see a shoulder. I think they're in my bathroom. There might be a smudge on my screen, but I'm not sure. Scared. Like, this is like, I don't know. There were times where literally I thought it was a smudge on my screen. I was like, oh shit, my monitor's not doing great. No, that's the film.
Yeah.
Huh.
I had it on 4K too.
I had no idea what the fuck was happening. Oh god. But yeah, this all starts because of stupid.
Yeah.
This all starts because of total fucking stupid. Ignoring the fetishes. Ignoring all of that.
This is why you don't let civilians do exorcisms.
Yeah. Child gets possessed. And the boyfriend gets upset by everything. Grabs him and says, leave him alone. Take me instead. And even Ed's looking at him going, what?
Yes, he does a Father Karras. He does a Father Karras.
And it happens.
Because, yeah, you're doing something stupid when even the Warrens are looking at you like, why would you do that?
Yeah. And so that happened. But everybody is shocked when he turns out to be possessed. That he might be possessed. It's like, but you just saw him open himself up to the shit.
Mm-hmm.
You saw it happen. Why is the entire family and everyone else shocked when he's possessed?
Right.
Why is there a question?
Right.
Now, Ed ended
Because
up in a
I thought-
hospital, and that's why he couldn't tell, because he even wakes up and tells him, it's like, he's possessed! Like, he opened himself up. Get a watch on him! And they're like, oh, it's a little late for that. What?
You did what?
Yeah. So, I just... Ah!
Yeah.
It's all started... I apologize for the echoing, but god damn it, it's so stupid. It starts on a stupid note, and then it keeps going downhill.
Everyone's holding the idiot ball in this movie.
They are, yeah.
Yeah. It's their own personal
They are.
Special Olympics, and it is god-awful to watch. Ugh. And nobody wins in the end. We all lost.
If you wanted the anti-Constantine.
Yeah? I just...
Yeah.
And I think the only thing I can give this film, which has been the same for most of them, the effects weren't bad.
Oh no, the effects are great. Effects are awesome.
Like, seeing the possessions, seeing... Oh my god. Another
I
really
like the
fucking
waterbed.
dumb moment. Oh yeah, there's the waterbed. The waterbed
Love the
I saw
waterbed.
fucking coming. Yeah, like, yeah.
But still, it was cool.
Yeah. But, like... Another really dumb moment. When Lorraine realizes and says out loud, "Oh no, the connection works both ways." I'm like, I could have fucking told you that!
Do that.
Like,
Also, like, running around in a morgue, what did you think was going to happen?
what did you think? What did you fucking think was gonna happen? I mean, I didn't expect Fat Bastard to come after you, but, like, that was, like,
Gotta go hold hands with a corpse, because obviously just anybody can walk into the morgue.
Right.
Oh yeah, they
You-
just
you
no, they
need
straight
any
up broke
kind of
in.
Special pay. Yeah. Don't need no special papers. I've got God on my side.
Like, I watched it happen, and I blanked out for a moment, and then as the scene got going, and I think Doc said something, and I'm like, and I remembered and went, Doc, they literally broke in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they fucking bashed the way to get in, and there was no alarm?
B&E, contamination of evidence, interrupting investigation, police disruption.
Yeah, I can't. This movie, like, that was the closest I think we've, like, okay. Yeah, I could bite my tongue when it came to Annabelle Comes Home, because I was like, this is too stupid. This is too fucking stupid. But at least I kind of started chuckling along the way. The only laughter that came out of me during this, and all three people can attest to this, all three others with me. The only laughter that came from me was very broken.
Mm-hmm.
Because, Grave, I'm pretty sure this was the one where you heard me go insane.
I mean, you did.
Yeah.
Wasn't it when they found the fetish in the vase?
Yeah. That was a big part of it. I was like,
Yeah.
no. How did you... No. This breaks laws of physics. I'm like, of like physics, like physical matter. I'm like, no. No, I don't. And then it was explained, oh, well, like a ship at the bottom. I'm like, that's still dumb! Like,
It's so dumb, it's brilliant.
no, it's just dumb!
It's just dumb! Yes.
And then I think, oh yeah, the reveal of, they're like, oh yeah, the twist. And yeah, the father is her father, and I'm like...
Her father, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I snapped. I couldn't. This not only, once again, something they always like to tote, like, based on a true story, you know, like, there's a difference between taking creative liberties and just taking
up making up shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this was just some straight up diarrhea. This was nasty. I don't know if this is going to be one of those films where it pops up in my memory at random times. And all of a sudden I'm angry. This is bad.
Yeah, sounds about right.
It's not that it's memorable. No. It's a fucking demon on its own. And it's going to lie dormant. Until a stray thought goes into my usual train of thought. And suddenly I remember this piece of shit. I cannot stress how awful this film is. On a technical level. On an actual viewable level.
Right.
The only thing I will not condemn is the acting. Because from what I could tell...
The effects are good too.
Yeah, because even the kid was not bad. Like, they did what they could with the script.
They had nothing to work with.
They had nothing to work with. It is the same as how when people still try to give shit to the actors of the Star Wars prequels. Like, no. That was directing.
Mm-hmm.
That was the directing. We have long learned that they are all actually fantastic actors. Even Hayden Christensen. That motherfucker can act.
Yeah.
This also pisses me off on the level.
They do Bono dirty in this movie.
Yeah.
Straight up. They do him dirty.
Just goes beyond embellishing a story. This goes beyond that. To say that this was embellishing would be trying to be as polite as possible. This is trash.
Garbage.
This is pure fucking garbage.
And this is someone who's seen Bruceploitation, Cultsploitation, people taking, like, doing Zodiac Killer movies, doing the Tate murder movies. This is coming from a guy who's seen all that.
Yeah. Currently, this is the worst movie I've seen all year. This is the worst one I've watched this year. Even given any of the stuff that we recently watched for the podcasts. And we watched some pretty bad stuff. Look, in the case of, what was that, Hold the Dark, or whatever it was, the when we were doing...
Spider-Man musical? Oh, no, that's... Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
whatever it was called.
Hold the Dark, you weren't...
I was
You weren't
bored.
into Hold the Dark, yeah.
I was just not into it. I was bored.
Mm-hmm.
It did not piss me off.
You just wasn't on that wavelength.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
This is a, to me, bad movie that bored me, yet kept my attention long enough to piss me off with every choice it made.
Yeah, pretty much.
And the fact that it's like based off of such kind of relatively recent events for the amount of embellishment they do on it.
Yeah.
Super
Yeah.
embellishment.
Because this isn't the same as like putting a supernatural twist or embellishment on like Jack the Ripper.
Right.
Because this is set in the, Devil Made Me Do It is about events that happened in the 80s.
Yeah.
Early 80s.
There's
yeah.
plenty of
Early
people still alive from that time period.
Who fucking
It's
remember
not-
it?
Yeah.
Arnie Johnson was in an episode of A Haunting talking about his case. He's still alive.
Well, yeah,
He's
he
still-
was still
yeah.
pretty... Yeah, he'd be maybe in his, his
60s.
60s. Yeah, he's fine. But, like, I this one really actually upsets me.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no
And-
getting around it. I am upset. I am not just pissed off. People have seen me pissed off on the podcast before. Varren pissed me off with Greasy Strangler.
But that was on an artistic level.
Yeah, that was on an artistic level. It was on every level. It wasn't like they weren't trying to say, oh, also based on a true story. Because at that point, I would have said, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Like, I would have lost it and taken it out on Varren. But no. No, this upsets me.
Mhm.
Because there are people who experienced what actually happened that are still here.
And this kind of brings us to like one of the main problems with the Warrens is
yes.
basically bulldozing their way into events, throwing a bunch of stuff around, and leaving things worse than when they arrived.
Right.
Yeah.
Because of all the publicity and the claims they make and all the coverage it gets because, they're a train wreck.
And I wouldn't be surprised if this was during the time where we were still funding paranormal studies in college.
Mm-hmm.
I would not be surprised if, because of this, the funding started to stop.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have their ghost club. UCLA would have stopped studies on ESP. Because of that, we wouldn't have important ideas like gamma, beta, epsilon wave brain activity.
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't have further studies into ancient species of animal. We already found out the coelacanth back then, but then certain other animals would not have been discovered or rediscovered without cryptozoology. And so forth. This actually does trash ghost hunting, ghost studies.
Yeah.
Even if you were not even looking for ghosts, you were finding interesting things that happened that we still have not explained yet. This was trashing your funding.
Yeah. Yep.
So, this is probably the start of the descent. Paranormal studies losing their funding in colleges around the time.
Yeah.
Safe to say, folks, at the end of the day, unless Last Rites pulls off a fucking Hail Mary pile of shit, I legitimately think this is the worst
Oh,
movie
they're
ever
gonna.
made.
Front Lights is gonna be the piece that I these stones.
Yeah.
If I know the case correctly.
I don't know, man. Like, even with the way Last Rites look, I don't know if it's gonna be worse than this. I legitimately don't know.
Well, no. If you're measuring cases, this is by far the worst Warren case.
The thing about this movie is that the execution and like there's competency there, but the problem is that the competency is towards a shitty idea, a shitty script, and shitty people.
And
And I
shitty
think
director, remember, they decided to leave the rest of the franchise in the hands of the guy who did Legend of La Llorona.
him too, yeah. Like, and that's the fucked up thing. It's as much as we've sat on this thing for fucking how many episodes now, and destroyed every bit of this franchise.
This is 7. This is episode 7.
Jesus, 7? God, why do we do this? Wait, no, I
Of
was gonna say why do we?
9, I say
Of
with
9.
a question mark.
Yeah.
I say with a question mark.
Oh, we ain't doing no more after that. I am not.
Oh no, that's I'm saying we're doing just 9, but
Yeah.
in terms of the series.
Oh, in terms of the series, at that point,
With
it
a
could.
question mark.
Yeah, I'm sure there's gonna be more. I'm sure that there's they've already said like they'll be the end of the mainline Conjuring. It'll be the end of like the Warren story, but we will do plenty of spin-offs. And I'm like, fuck you, I don't care.
I don't know.
Before it was like it was just a fuck you, I don't care, and now it's a fuck you, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
So, how I feel about Sydney Sweeney? Anyway,
Topical.
it it truly just feels like you're putting all this time and energy and talent into a shitty idea. You're shining up a turd at this point. You can't I don't think we can justify really any of this franchise really being that good. It's literally just trying your damnedest to shine up a turd. Like, it's a turd covered in ice cream sprinkles at this point. Like, you can decorate and shine it up all you want. A turd is still a turd.
Just watch the first movie and that's it. Just go,
Yeah.
oh, hey, we got this interesting movie called The Conjuring. Okay, cool. Watch that. All right. Don't go any further.
Watch
Yeah,
the first
just
Conjuring
stop.
and then other representations of the Warren.
Yes.
It's done a lot more better.
Conjuring, original Amityville Horror, probably Haunting in Connecticut. I'm not.
I actually like Haunting in Connecticut.
Mm-hmm. The Haunted.
Yeah.
That's another one.
That's another one.
It's just.
Haunting in Connecticut, Ghosts of Georgia.
I keep forgetting that's an actual thing.
It's a fucking thing. It has nothing to do with Haunting in Connecticut. It literally was just. It was literally supposed to be a film called Ghosts of Georgia.
I think it was based off the Half Barrel Brewery Company.
I think so.
Yeah, like you could have just literally just called that The Haunting in Georgia, and people would have, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Point
So-
is, point
Yeah.
is that as much as fervor and bile we can spit at this franchise, and I imagine we could go on if prompted. This just feels like we're beating a slightly skeletal dead horse at this point.
Yeah.
We can we can be pissed off all we want. At the end of the day, this franchise is still being milked for every single frame of its goddamn life.
Yeah, and it's making
Mhm.
money, and I just don't get it.
Two names, one person. Tony Spira.
Okay. Yeah. So, by terms of Starlight, this is a forget it altogether.
No, it's a forget it altogether.
This is absolutely a fucking forget it altogether. I actually kind of refuse to let this one have any more of my time. So, do we have anything else to add? I apologize, I know I built this up, but hey, it is longer than the previous episode, so I was right. So
There's only so many ways you can beat up a corpse with a baseball bat.
it's true, and I'm running out. So, anything else to add, folks? Grave, anything else?
Go read Hans Holster's books. Ignore this altogether. Go look at good ghost hunting.
Okay.
Yeah, there's so many other better movies to watch. Go watch them instead.
Mm-hmm.
Just go watch them instead.
Excellent. So, wrapping all of this up, Grave, where's the turtle today?
I'm shoving this movie in the garbage disposal.
I'll join you because I think we're gonna also get rid of that disposal. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to break out the tools. We're gonna get rid of the entire fucking unit. This does not. Oh my god. Roy.
You can find me at the Wolf's Den Productions series of podcasts. Here, Late to the Murder Party. You can also find me at the Starlight. We look at rare, obscure, hard to find movies. Red Light, Your Home Video is My Horror. And I am the willing subject at OTEP. Got some love mail, some hate mail, some Arnie Johnson mail. Got some fetish mail. Got some occultist mail. Got some John Noble mail. Go check out other stuff that John Noble did. He did a lot better stuff than this. Send it to starlightpodcast@protonmail.com. Got a Zitter, capital R, capital L, capital P, capital S, Starlight, RLP Starlight. Send some recommendations, some commentations. Just say hi. We'd love to hear from you. I'm also writing reviews and lists over at criticlist.com under Wolfman Roy. I just put out a nice little list about cyberpunk movies. I'm still adding to it. Go check it out. Fill out your watch list with some great cyberpunk goodness. Doc.
If I'm not here for Late to the Murder Party and Monday, among other things, you can find me with Roy at the Starlight and the Red Light, but also OPTEP, where we take a look at a decade plus of hip-hop music and see if it's really worth the trouble. Only social media I use is Blue Sky. That's dr.bsky.social. Just a lot of random thoughts and reposts mainly, so enter at your own risk. I have critic lists under Chaotic Doctor, where I take a look at lists of reviews of horror movies, both better and yet somehow worse than this. There's a variety there, folks. And on Wolf's Den Patreon for $1 a month, you can hear me host TNR Twisted Notes Radio, where I take you on the weird and wonderful, weird, twisted paths of music and all that other shit. I am so tired.
You wore the boy out, Warren. Are you proud of what you did? You wore the boy out. Just sit down. Just have a sip of water.
Yeah, you're good. You can, of course, find me here on YouTube and Podbean under Wolfston Productions. From goofy-ass anime to the shocking horror, Wolfston Productions, your number one stop for equally nerdy reviews of nerdy media. You can also find me over on Blue Sky under Mistress Ookami. That is Mistress Ookami. That's my name. Don't wear it out. And if you're feeling extra generous, head on over to our Wolfston Patreon, where you can get access to episodes that may or may not drop to the general public, including shows like TNR, Twisted Notes Radio.
There you go.
I don't know why I struggle with that. shows that most certainly will not drop to the general public. Behind the scenes, all sorts of goodies, all for a measly $1 a month. Remember, folks, your $1 a month can go a long, long way. And until next time, we're almost through. We're almost through. But we haven't seen the last of Valak.
Not yet.
No. So let's see some more.
Wow.
20.
Why?
What was that? 2020? Was that the next year or was that 2023?
I want to say. Wait, hold on. Let us consult the book. 2021. Same year.
Same year?
Same year. Wait.
What?
Wait. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
2023.
Okay.
That was Bloody Nun I was looking at.
Oh, okay. 2023's The Nun 2. Good night, everybody. Sleep tight. Oh.
Woof.
Fuck Nesper and fuck Tony Spira.
And if you ever get a bright idea to send me a fetish, that thing is going right up a satanic cultist's asshole. Pointy side out, you will, well, pointy side in, actually. Pointy side up. You will learn what rectal tears are!
Wait, which one's pointy side up?
Exactly.
Dun,